I want to take out the time to tell you how much I cherish and share this feeling of love with all of you that take your time out to be here with me. Thank you, everybody. Whether you're here live right now or whether you're on YouTube watching, thank you. This is such a cool adventure to be on. I love the YouTube comments. I love the live feedback. I love the fact that we've been doing this for almost 2 years. And we are currently on episode 126. Let us see what there is to see on our adventure. Well, besides the commercial.
Hi, I'm High Sorcerer Baradun.
Professor Lathel's joining us tonight.
Oh, Laethal! It's so lovely to see you!
Could Laethal be a name that other people
I'm
have?
sorry, are you thinking of my cousin Belandra?
It's funny, because if you hadn't told me you were Baradun, I wouldn't have known.
No! Hey, thank you for having us, Owen. Karawak. He turned into a big bad dude in the underlife. And he's coming. Bad things are coming.
You asked me earlier.
Does anyone else want to elaborate?
Yeah, I'm gonna say. You asked me earlier where I've been.
Is he the best one to be elaborating?
Guys, I broke the ice. We're in. Let's go.
You asked me earlier where I've been for the last 3 months. We've noticed the evil seeping from this Dark Lord out into the land. There is corrupted giants. There are corrupted giants who have been infected with this dark shadow magic, as well as some humans who have been as well. And I see.
This is
and I have recruited.
Kiara says Badger's explanation is just great. Ugh, bad. So true. Only used like 3 or 4 words to explain it, and already it's a much better explanation than Adam's very lengthy one.
This band of adventurers, among other people, to help me deal with it. And yet, while off trying to deal with it,
smash.
Wow, that fly is still alive.
Would have been worth it.
I didn't get it. While being off trying to deal with it, I started hearing rumors that I was dead or something. I don't know. Anyway, but
just as an aside, your cousin Laethal, head of the arcane, etc. You close? Know him well?
We haven't caught up in a while.
I literally thought Britt was vaping for a moment because of the little effect at the bottom left. Watch this. Watch down here. I literally thought she was vaping. Watch this shit.
Etc. You close? No, well,
haven't caught up in a while.
I was like, Britt. Britt. Eric says, guessing Badger has an INT score of 8. Yeah. Ro plays it perfect.
Here is in town. I'm going to be meeting him soon.
Are you?
Okay.
I'm sure his intelligence. Is his intelligence actually 8?
Right.
I'm sure he would
a
be
barbarian.
A good one to be aware of this problem.
Yes, no, he would be indeed.
Well,
he's a very powerful.
Laethal doesn't necessarily know what became of Caliphate.
No, he doesn't.
Does he?
Does he? I don't know. Does he?
I don't think he necessarily. I mean, he might, but he doesn't necessarily know. He might. He's like he got him off the perch, banished him, and that's for all he knows. Is all.
Well, that problem's solved.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what it is. Yeah.
So if there's a chance that he go, man, once he learns, he might be on our side for all.
And I mean, when we tell him, by the way, you f***ed up, this evil Dark Lord wants to kill you.
Yeah. But this is all conjecture, but who knows?
It's not conjecture. We got told. Oh, sorry, but conjecture.
What are our thoughts about Laethal? Is he just pure evil?
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole. He's not evil. He's an asshole.
Kind of like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, like, no less of an asshole than Baradun. In fact, Baradun actually might beat Laethal for biggest asshole.
Yeah, right.
That's why I'm such good friends with him.
Yeah,
I'm not evil. I'm just an asshole.
Right. So there is a chance he could, get through to him and.
Yeah. That's Adam's hope is that we can get through to him.
But okay,
basically,
so the story, information. Can you help? Do you believe us? Can you help?
I just take a quick sidebar to Baradun and I go, so we need to
message into each other's heads.
Yeah, we can actually. Yeah, I forgot about that. So we need to tell these guys not to vote for Laethal, right?
That could be part of the plan.
That's part of our whole. That's like our whole plan, right?
Do you think that we?
Am I insane?
Do you think that we should release the? Do you think we should release the information? The two of us are going. I'm talking.
The rest of the conversation is still happening at the table as well.
Have the conversation, act it out now, but also while having real small talk with each other on a table.
Bob, do you think that we should release the information that it is Leothil that caused this? And
Well, I don't know, because Padraig's whole thing
by
is
the way,
he's
this fish is lovely, isn't it?
Yes, I also love fish! Because Padraig's whole thing is he's trying to become High Sorcerer, and we don't want Leothil to become High Sorcerer because, yes, here's the salt!
Enjoy the salt. The salt is good. It came from a salty place.
Salt is good, especially on fish.
Yes.
Fish with salt.
I think really what we need.
Just pouring salt onto my it's just a mountain of salt on my fish.
I think really we need to not only get an audience with these guys, but get an audience with Leothil as well, and a safe audience.
Have we got the pepper?
Oh, the pepper! It came from the pepper plant.
Throw pepper in Podger's face. Well, I don't know, because this whole time we've been like, we can't let Leothil become High Sorcerer, and we're like, we must get an audience with the Elven High Family so he cannot become Sorcerer.
Yes, but if we can get an audience with Leothil and let him know he's kind of fucked.
Maybe.
I don't know. God, we've not come to any consensus.
Great.
But this fish is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's so salty.
What's your perception modifier?
My perception modifier?
You guys were saying that all out loud.
They were telepathing stuff about
Did you guys think you were telepathing each other?
Kira's telepathy not hitting very well. Telepathy would be so cool. Like if you could just randomly at will turn it on or turn it off. Obviously, if it was like something where you couldn't turn it off, that would be crazy. I couldn't do that. Like a selective on and off telepathy with people would be great. Would it be great? Let's think about this. Yes. Yes, it would be great. Yes. Oh, that could be very dangerous. What happens when Neuralink's in our heads and we can communicate like that? It's going to totally change reality as we know it. I'll be communicating with all of you right now and not even talking into a microphone. I could even change my voice, modulate it. I could put a reverb on it. I could actually have it programmed to sing to you right now. Ooh. My mouth wouldn't even be moving. Who needs mouths?
Oh, wait. Chicken!
Loaf! Bill Loaf!
Somebody pass the salt!
Wine!
Thank you! Are you having a good time at the dinner, Bob?
Can I say I enjoy our dinner?
This is, I don't know exactly what I think about this. Yeah, I want to keep my mouth right, Nikki. Absolutely. Absolutely.
My mother is fine. Thank you for asking.
That's okay.
Perception is 10.
10. All right. Perception roll with disadvantage, please.
Right. 17?
14.
And then you can hear this fly in the background too. I cannot believe how many episodes we've had to deal with this fly.
Also perception check.
14, 2.
Oh, nice.
So 12.
1. Nice.
Yes.
Why
sir.
am I rolling so bad?
Someone's obviously watching us telepathically talk because we're going like this.
Can you make that what that would look like? So that what we would actually see. I want to see the small talk and then the other part.
Well, with a roll that bad, it would literally be like, the fish is really good.
I like fish.
I like that. And then you gotta go, salt! Can you pass
I want a drink.
Salt for vodka.
Down the front of my tumor.
And I'm not even putting food in my mouth, but it's just like coming up to my mouth.
You're not even holding a fork. Yeah, great.
This is great. They need to do more D&D logic skits, man. That would be a hilarious one.
And then we finish with a
And you're like, good talent. Good
Flawless.
nice telepathing.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Good work.
The gist of what you telepathed between each other was what? Just to summarise.
I'm basically going like, what the fuck are we doing?
That'd be a
Like,
great sketch.
are we trying to convince him about Laethal, or are we not? Are we leaving it alone? What are we doing?
And you were saying, like, summarise what your position was.
My feeling is that telling these guys how much of the truth that Laethal has kind of caused this.
I think
So are we hoping the cousin is going to bring Laethal to us? Is that the goal?
Well, I don't know. Like,
No.
that's why I was like, are you close? Like, I don't know if he's working
Yeah.
with him or not, or should we tell him? Should we not?
Here's the deal. We're at the stage where, like, it's the end times are coming.
Yeah.
I think we need to just all cards on the table.
But the end times are coming potentially because of Laethal. So if we go all cards on the table, and I'm like, oh great, blam, 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 you're all dead. I don't know.
But there are guns. They have guns.
You literally had a gun.
You're Gatling gun.
Yeah.
You really did.
It might be more like
Guys, any inconsistencies in my characters cause
I mean, of course, the blunderbuss, man. Who doesn't know about the blunderbuss? That was like one of my favorite weapons of all time in Dungeons and Dragons. I love the blunderbuss.
hit my head. Okay.
Where are you meeting your cousin Laethal? When and where? You said you're catching up soon. When?
That's a really wow.
By the way, I love your hair.
Okay, your hair looks
We would be meeting in Nilius at the university
interesting.
where I work.
You guys are really good conversationalists.
Talk about universities.
Yes. Do you know?
Do you like?
you
Yeah, so I'm just, we're both just like,
Are you studying?
Oh yeah.
By the way, have any of you watching tonight dealt with a blunderbuss? Has your character ever graced their hands upon a blunderbuss? I coveted blunderbuses.
What is it you study?
Just a lot of things.
Oh,
Let's talk while these two figure out what they're saying. And we just
all I'm saying is I don't know.
What was your?
I guess we take a punt.
What was Clem's intention on asking that? Do you think? What was the underlying
I was trying
thoughts?
to figure out if they're going to the island that we're trying to go to.
That's fine. Okay.
Whether or not
We're doing it. Here we go.
Trying to
We're just
guys, whether we're trying to achieve all of them at once, like all 5 families, talk to all 5 families at once, and if Laethal's going to be on the island at the same time,
Right.
just ask for an invitation so we can just go there.
I think he's probably going around them individually.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
What's the reason for asking?
Right.
I think we come clean and basically be like, you shouldn't vote for Laethal. He's the one that caused all this.
Yeah.
And he's not only the entire world, but I'm the real Baradun, as I said earlier. And
Big blunderbuss
he's being a
fan
naughty
here.
boy.
And I'm keeping a close eye on cousin Laethal the whole time.
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
Oh, yeah, he's got the best perception.
11 plus 10, 21.
Okay.
And so we come out and be like, okay, as
I have +8 perception. I'm going to be really watching him closely.
Okay.
And
I've got plus 10 perception. So.
+10.
This was an insight. Insight's about reading people's body language and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay,
I
that's it.
incited all over him.
You did. You incited all over his face. And you incited that as you're divulging all of this information about what happened, the truth behind Laethal taking
fact, I believe
by the
clerics
way,
can
the
have
way
a-
I'm
can
phrasing
equip
it
a
is not
blunderbuss.
Laethal's a bad guy,
Yeah.
but he's done some bad things.
And you're telling about the fact that he's responsible for Kelithak and
responsible for Kelithak
Dark Lord.
and I am also going to divulge that he booted me out of the temple.
I think so.
I'm also going to divulge that. But again,
I think this is a mistake. Like, I really think that them just letting this all out of the bag like this is just a huge mistake. And I think Rob, watching this unfold in front of him, is kind of wondering which direction he wants to take it in terms of what he's written. You can see that he didn't really expect this at least from the expression that I see on Rob's face, it seems almost as if like he didn't think that they would go this route. So it's kind of interesting to me to see Rob adapt to this, where they're just laying it all out on the line, you know? He normally does this, you're right. He spills the beans all the time. But this seems really dumb to do it in this situation. Like, I don't think this is a right move to be they need to go stealth. What's up, Maddie? Hello. Yeah, like, this is way too much information with there's way too much risk. To me, I'm in this party. I don't feel comfortable being in this party, being that this much information is being let out. Like, this is just too much for me. This is like tripping into like every trap known to man. Like, if I was in this party, I would consider not being in this party anymore, just because it doesn't seem like they know what they're doing. Like, you know, it just seems like I like it. Just keep things on the low and get the information that you can from the situation that you're in. Thank you, Eric, for gifting Kiera. It's nice of you. My goodness, Eric is gifting like crazy. Eric, you are awesome.
Again, not as a he's a bad. Not as he's an evil bad. We need to go kill him, but as like he needs to be had scolded,
be held accountable.
Be held accountable. Yeah.
Cool. You insight then that his cousin is shocked to hear this news and defensive about it. Like, his body language becomes a little more closed off, and like he's wanting to hear both sides of the story before he makes his mind up about it.
Okay.
Like, he's listening to all you're saying and he's definitely taking it in, but you can tell that he's not buying it immediately.
Well,
he's not buying you at your word at the very least.
Naturally. It's a lot to take in.
So I slice his throat. Interesting.
No, why? Owen says, "This is very interesting. Belandro was my guest the night before in Deloitte. He was with us to discuss the war efforts. So I find this very interesting.
What war?
The Third Orc War.
Ah, cool.
Oh, that war.
And that's that.
Are there other wars?
Oh no, I was just checking.
Good and evil.
Yeah.
Death.
Life?
I suppose there will be. I guess there will be more of a war when this thing comes to pass with THUR.
Yeah.
I can honestly say you have my support. It seems like you know what you're doing well.
Thank you very much.
Seems like you have ideas about what you might be doing.
We achieved the quest.
You did. You have now got the Sandanas on your side.
And thank you for the discount on the Valyrian steak.
And thank you very much for this lovely dinner as well.
Definitely not Valyrian steak.
Question: how do you get the boat up in the cliff? I've been waiting to ask that for a while. I just need some clarity as to why and how this boat
was it built here, or was it originally a boat and then was brought up here? Or?
Yeah.
It was the work of an Pellet actually joins his house. He says it was the work of an elemental titan. We summoned it when we first settled these islands.
Did you see? Look what Lorquin wrote down in the CC.
It was the work of an elemental.
Watch. Okay, so he tries to get the fly.
Titan. We
fly 18. Viva la Dirt League 0.
Summoned it when we first settled these islands. It helped us to create the landscape around in the flavors that we wished.
I do understand that it's difficult to hear these truths about Leothal, but I need to bring it to the surface. He is not necessarily the nicest.
A really important question that I have to get out right now.
Yes, of course.
Why is this ship in the middle of a mountain? Why is this ship all the way up here and the ocean's all the way down there?
It's a design choice. We're talking about the fate of the world.
Anyway, so about Leothal.
Oh my God, this reminds me of Christy so much right now.
Explain it. Can we just take a second to think about why a ship would be a ship that goes in the ocean?
I'm sorry, Clem, we're talking about the fate. We're talking about the fate of the world.
What does that say about? What does that say about you? I would do a BuzzFeed quiz on this, and it would make no sense.
Well,
the answers I would get would make no. Is this like? Is it Scandinavian?
Thank you, Clem.
Is it supposed to be like a Scandinavian design?
Clem, can we focus?
Clem,
focus?
You're
Where would I put this on?
You're from
run this world.
Where would I put this on a Pinterest board?
We're very magical.
It was an elemental titan of the mud domain, so it had domains over both rock and water, and it raised and then molded it into the cliff face as a permanent sort of reminder of what we can accomplish.
Now, Owen, you now realize how dire our quest is.
Yes, quite.
We do need to kind of chat to some of the other families, and we're wondering if you could do some introductions for us.
I think I would be able to try something. Unfortunately, one family is... we work on sort of a council situation. One family will not be enough to convince them. I do know that the Eldrin family are having problems with smuggling at the moment. If you can prove your worth as not just I'm sorry. Bit of potato got caught in my throat.
This guy that's back.
No, it's not quite that small. He was a lot more wet.
Yeah, right.
He had a bigger tongue. Gross.
Yeah, very moist.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going somewhere else with it.
Oh, I was.
But you did have your hand in his mouth, holding his tongue.
Yeah, exactly. I was inside of him.
Oh god.
This is
Ben.
So we might need to gain favor of another family first.
Yes, if you can prove your worth not just as combatants, able to take down a physical threat such as a dragon, but you're able to create your worth as investigators, discover what's happening with the cause of the smuggling, for instance, then both the Eldrin,
what that could be.
Both the Eldrins and I will be on your side, and therefore we will have more weight in an invitation to Delorine.
Nice.
And I talked to, but what's his name? The
Bartholomew.
The
Palette?
No,
Yoren?
Yoren Lethal. I talked to him kind of sidebar and be like, look, I realize there's a lot to take. I'm kind of persuade him basically not to either not to tell Lethal or not to. Yeah, I guess it is not to tell Lethal for the time being.
It's going to be a high DC, but you can make a persuasion check to see if you can. Wait. Before you roll, I need to know.
I'll just go. Okay.
Yeah, you see what he's starting.
And you're just standing behind me.
You see what he's trying to do. You can tell what he's starting, so you just lean across and guidance. What does it look like? Is it a visible thing? Do you see like a golden light radiate from your hand?
It's like a real subtle radiant light from just the base of my palm.
Out from underneath the palm.
He's just going. You're just going. You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, good God, Grace gonna become so
let me just set the DC real quick.
I like him.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a good one. You need some balance.
Just gonna be walking around going,
I am greater than.
Persuasion.
I bet he brews his own kombucha. That's what he's up to.
As soon as I get home, that's the plan.
I'm gonna.
You can.
I'm gonna. Ben luck. I'm not Ben luck.
Ben luck is the D4. You some of the sorcerer ability.
Tides of Chaos.
Tides of Chaos gives you
Tides of
advantage.
Chaos.
So they're right dice. It is.
Guidance.
8 plus 3 plus 9. So
Still pretty good.
Jeez, 9. You don't need my guidance.
What's the plus 9 for?
He's got really good persuasion. Also.
That's outrageous.
plus 8. Sorry.
So
16, 19.
19's pretty good. You see that you have. You can make an insight check to see if he seems convinced. If you can tell from his body language.
Jesus, 5 and not enough insight. 10.
You get the impression that you've convinced him to at least keep shum about it until you've, like, he is a dangerous man, and if you do tell him these things, you've put in my life in danger and stuff.
Nice.
Also, even if you grabbed it, I'm pretty sure there's 2 of them now.
There are 2.
No.
Great.
Where are they coming
So
from?
the DC has got higher to kill players.
Kill them all, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So you have the rest of your very awkward midnight meal with the rest of.
So before the food is served, we sit on that. Right. So what's food? Is it chicken? Is it?
It was fish.
It was fish. It wasn't even fish. It was just making it even.
I like fish.
Our plates are empty. We hadn't been fed anything yet.
Right.
Super.
You need to take in your environments before you start the smugglers.
You finish your meal, and in the aftermath as the desserts are being taken away, the Owen says, "I'm not sure if you want to partake in the performance now. It may be a little late in the night, and you may not be in the right mood for it. It's really up to you.
Why that? What's the performance?
It's a little. It can be a little draining on you. It's an interactive piece.
Interactive theatre.
I hate that.
Oh, it's not theatre.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. I'm in.
What is it?
Let me show you at least, and then you can decide whether you wish to partake. He heads out onto the deck from the kitchen-y dining room area where you were eating below decks, and on deck you are presented with. You are each presented with. I was going to try and describe it in fantasy terms. It's an Oculus Rift. You're given hashtag not spawn. Not yet.
Not yet. Hit us up.
You are presented with some sort of VR headset each, essentially like fantasy elven looking thing.
So it's got
fantasy
clogs
elven looking. It's got clogs on it.
Yeah,
It's got clogs on it, and it's got space for elven ears out the sides
Had a
of them.
shoe there for a second.
It is.
It's up to you whether you wish to put it on as the people around start to put theirs on.
Yeah, mate. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, we're here now. We may as well. We are your guests. We shouldn't turn down your hospitality.
Bob, you are the first to put it on. As you place it over your eyes, you see nothing seems to change. It looks like you're looking through glass, except that everyone on deck disappears.
That's augmented reality.
Everything except the ship remains exactly the same. Everything except the people remain exactly the same. A moment later, you see Baradun appear next to you as he's put his on, and you can see Bob. Everybody who puts theirs on, you can see each other standing there.
Everything Sea of Thieves.
And then finally, all of the other people that aren't your five appear as just floating heads rather than their whole bodies.
Wait. Okay, so they got the visors on, and they're looking at each other with the visors on, and all they see are like heads, like floating heads. Is that what?
And Owen says, "As for the performance, which of you is the most powerful?" Really? Descent.
And
Okay,
what?
Maddie's telling me they can only see the other players. Okay.
Seems like
In what regard? Most powerful. There's different ways to be powerful.
Yeah.
which one of you could take the others in a fight?
And a one-on-one?
Yeah, see, I knew. Oh, no! And then the mask falls out on all of you and crushes you all.
Definitely me.
Definitely me.
Interesting. Prove it.
Oh, God.
And this is an augmented reality PvP fight if you wish to do it.
This is interesting.
Being that you're in augmented reality, you have essentially a full rest. You have a long rest, so you have all of your abilities. And for those who wish to partake, you can PvP without consequence.
Let's do it, man.
Oh. Was this like a free-for-all? Or are they taking turns here?
So
listen, this is my jam. I'm a PvPer, man. Maddie says, "Look at Alan's face." Or are you saying Alan? You're saying Adam's face. Adam's very excited, but look at Alan's face. Like, right. Like, but like now I'm looking at Alan and Britt's face. They are definitely not PvPers. But let's look at Adam's face.
you can PvP without consequence.
Let's do it, man.
He's very happy.
Yes, sir. You're not gonna eat me. Yes.
PvPers on the table. Definitely Adam. Definitely Rowan. Possibly 50-50 with Ben. But if you're looking at Alan and you're looking at Britt.
All right. So
yeah, they are not interested at all. They're PvEers.
two of you are in. Anybody else in for this one?
No, I'm just gonna watch and judge.
Cool.
Why not?
Yeah, there we go. We got 3 PvPers. What'd I say? I called that.
Yes, sir. You're not gonna eat me.
Very excited about this. Bodger. I'm putting the money on Bodger. Bodger's got so many hit points, it's ridiculous.
Alright, Bob's in.
Oh wait, is it free?
I mean, Bodger might even be able to 1v2 him.
As you, it's free for all PvP. Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely not jumping in as a cleric.
You could
It's Bodger, but I'm putting my money on Bodger on this one.
be, team
Don't spoil me. I know some of you have seen this already.
team, or you could be like running around being like, stop fighting.
No, I like.
Free for all. Right.
I'm just gonna watch from the side and.
As soon as Greg makes that decision, you see the rest of his body sort of digitally disappears,
Okay.
pixelates, and until he's
can do this, son.
Clem?
I ain't got no hit points,
I still
so
got
there's
it
no
on
point. I'll
Bowser.
be dead in,
I
like,
still got it on Bowser.
Spells?
Yeah, I can give him a go. I'll
There you
I'll pop
go.
a few
You're gonna
before
try.
I die.
Yeah. Before I die,
All
why not?
right,
You're no longer
Brit.
bloodied because you're not your augmented reality. So you're all standing here on the base of the ship, and he says, "Go." The four of you roll initiative.
I've got
The four of us? Just the three of us, right?
Clem's she's in on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least until she dies.
Shame.
Yeah.
2
24.
20 because I get advantage.
Yep, you do have advantage. Roll remembered.
7.
I'm glad
Do
I
you-
rolled that.
Do you get 24?
I forgot to.
Well, hello, Aussie veteran. Welcome to the fam. My mom's greeting you with knives. That's what she normally does when somebody new arrives to the house. She twirls knives. You say hello, and they run away. But welcome.
Even though I got a like
what's
a,
it? So it
I've
just goes
got
on
I've got like a
I have alert, which is +5.
I got a net 20. Does that count?
Oh yes, yeah. Thank you for the reminder. In my games, Nat 20 allows you to decide if you want to postpone your thing for later. You still can't go any above somebody who rolled higher than you total, but you can choose if you wanted to go last.
Oh, okay.
For clerics, that can be very useful because you can be like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
I rolled a 20, but I want to actually go last so that I can see who I need to hit.
It's a 20 plus what?
They are
plus
Kiwis.
initiative,
They
plus
are,
30,
in
plus
fact,
two,
Kiwis,
plus
Aussie.
Just one, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so
21.
21 and 20.
Four. Just
Cool.
4, yeah.
Baradun still ekes you out, and then you can choose to go after Clem or Bob if you wanted to.
Get ready, team. You're all going down.
Baradun's first.
You guys
Why
going
is there a
down.
T-Rex there, actually? And a lion.
Because his hammer has new properties that you haven't seen yet. But you may. Soon.
So.
Good
I
luck.
put on my blink ring.
You're what?
Blink ring.
I call it his bitch ring. I'm just saying.
And
Action to activate it.
He uses that every time that blink
action
ring.
to activate it, and then I go. Is this where we are?
So on the boat is our battlefield.
So I go 1, is it 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6 away.
Yep. So you've used your action, your movement. You got bonus action and reaction.
And I flick off a.
So you're just gonna flip them off.
With a
bonus action,
flick everyone off.
with a blink ring.
First move.
Oh my god.
Especially because he doesn't know that.
Such a dick move. That is so Baradun.
Okay, cool.
Floating
Hilarious.
heads around watching as well.
You know what? I'm not gonna get into my sorcery points yet. I'm just going to try to disappear.
All right. So no bonus action. Interesting.
Interesting.
So what are you doing? You're trying to...
Well, my bonus action could have been just to flick a fireball off it. Oh, no, a firebolt off at someone, but I'm choosing not to. And I don't disappear.
Good first round, Baradun. I feel like for all intents and purposes, you just used one movement to walk calmly down
wait,
into
but
the
as
ship.
bonus, can you move again as bonus? Is that what you?
If you're a rogue.
Oh, I can't. Okay, so
All right. Next up, Bodger.
I put on a ring as well.
Put on a
That
ring
backfired.
and walked
Sauntered down the ship.
sauntered down the ship,
Okay,
and then
I'm
went
gonna-
bye. Oh,
Rage.
regular rage, frenzy rage.
Frenzy rage.
All right.
And charge it. Baradun. And start
I'm gonna die.
attacking. I guess.
Baradun
I'm
then.
gonna die. Great.
20, 25, 30. You've got a instinctive pounce when you go into a rage for half of your movement, so you can easily get to him.
This is where Baradun dies, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
I was really hoping for
God damn it. Yeah, same.
Half a round.
Why did you just walk away a little? He just walked away a little bit, did nothing.
I guess.
Now,
It's like, I'm gonna blink.
Alan's loving it now.
There's only a 50% chance.
The epic battle, the epic showdown's finally here.
Baradun dies in one round.
Baradun just saunters. Bod just smashes.
Now it's time to show you how powerful of a sorcerer I am. I put on my blink ring, and I take a step this way.
Yes, you're not gonna eat me.
Yeah, right, oh, okay, my turn. Frenzied rage. Instinctive pounce. And double-handed warhammer strikes. Here we go.
Oh, I may have miscalculated some things.
All right, so that was your bonus to go into a rage, your movement to get to him. You've still got a little
reckless
movement
attack.
left,
Adam's
and then you've got your
scream is
action
the
to do
best.
an attack.
Reckless attack.
You got advantage on the attack.
What's my?
Two-handed.
Oh no.
Oh, 6 and 9. Doesn't.
Ooh, 6 and 9.
No, yeah, I guess.
Brett's laughing at that one.
That's on the dice.
Oh, no,
I think
Yeah,
his scream is
modifier
the
to it.
best.
Definitely is going to beat a 10. I think he can pretty much only miss you with like a 2 or something on the dice.
Is Baradun out right away?
It's like a +8.
Yeah.
He's
so
gone.
you're definitely going to hit. Were you going shield and one hand or two-handed? What were you?
Two-handed.
Fuck, I can't remember now what's.
You have a shield. Do you want to be using it for armor class or not?
There's something else I should have done.
I don't think you need it with the screw.
I've ruined everything by not doing.
You had lunch.
Yeah,
we broke for lunch right before this.
Keep.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Is it? I can't remember the difference between the damage with the shield.
There is. You can't do two-handed if you've also got a shield.
Let's just go two-handed.
One-handed.
Let's go two-handed.
That's two-handed. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. Good choice, Bodger. Good choice. Good choice. Bodger smash! Smash!
All right, so your armor class is too lower then, so it's a 14.
I don't think that's going to matter.
I got my money on Bodger.
14 armor class, but then you doing extra damage, so it's a D10.
So it's a D.
It's a D8. So D10 is
that guy. Oh, that guy.
that one. Thank you.
This one here.
Yep, and then you're raging, so it's plus your rage modifier, which at your levels are 3 now. So rage plus your strength is.
And it's a D4. Is it a D4? Oh no, it's just a D10 plus 6.
D10.
There, I'm looking at throw and Warhammer.
Yeah, you're not throwing, so you don't get the extra throw.
It's a D10
damage.
plus 6.
D10 plus 6 sounds right. Yes.
Okay. 3 plus 6.
9.
Yeah.
But it is magical damage because it's a magical hammer, so it goes through resistance and things. So you got 9 points of damage from the first attack. You're not concentrating on anything yet. You've got 2 more attacks. You need to roll to attack first.
Roll.
Just in case you miss.
12. Both 12, actually.
Yeah.
Both 12.
12 plus
Okay,
stuff will
so that
hit,
hits.
so another D10 plus 6.
Yeah.
Another D10 plus 6 for the attack, the damage roll.
7.
6, 13 points damage, and then your third attack. Oh, sorry. Technically, you went into a rage as a bonus, so you don't have your bonus attack on this round.
Okay.
You'll get it on subsequent rounds. So it starts off well, though. You 2 smacks to Baradun's chest. You manage to sort of dodge some of them, take some of your stamina and energy to do so, some of your luck. But that's these 2 turns. We're up to Clem.
How much HP do you have?
Oh, not a lot, I tell you. Like,
He's a squishy wizard.
it's like 38.
Constitution.
Good luck.
This is VR, so it doesn't really matter. I have consequences, right?
Correct.
Does the HP transfer across?
What do you mean we'll find out? Okay.
It certainly feels like it's real. You are certainly feeling it. The VR.
It's like the Matrix.
You guys are going to kill yourselves? I'm like, oh god.
It's affecting your brain, like your nervous system is like feeling like it's real.
All right,
Very
so
neo,
what I'm going to
very
do
neo.
is I'm going to try this thing that I got Dimension Door.
Yes.
Right, and I can transport anyone with me.
500
I'm going to grab Bob.
They have to be willing target.
Oh.
Are you willing?
I don't know. Where are you taking me?
She walks over and she does this. She's like, do you want to Dimension Door with me quick?
No!
Oh,
We're fighting. No.
I've got my swords out. No!
great. Okay, I'm just going to Dimension Door myself up here then.
Go.
Right, so that's my one act because that's an action.
Purplish. You flick through your book real quick. You put your Dimension Door, which we used before, was like a little doorway.
Yeah.
You kind of just hold it up. And then put your book down and the doorway stays next to you. You walk through it and land up onto here.
And then
it
I've got
closes
a little
behind.
spell I can do, don't I?
What's happening? Paige says.
Paige, shush.
What are we doing?
We're going to cast Ice Storm right there.
Wonderful.
On those.
Dimension Door is an action, so Ice Storm will have to be your next turn because you can't cast.
Oh, I can't do it.
Can't do 2. You don't have 2 actions on your turn. Could have cast it before you were.
Yeah,
First
so I
Dimension
have
Door
more
is your.
actions.
But she's safer now, I guess.
Yeah, you can't get me up here.
All right. Bonus action for anything.
I'm gonna say to Bob, you could have been up on this thing
You could have been
with
safe
me,
up here.
and now you're not. So your fault.
You're in a hot tub technically as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
And technically, you don't want me up there with you.
I was gonna chuck him off.
off. Yeah.
Definitely.
She was obviously going to chuck him off.
I was gonna chuck him off, but unfortunately,
All right.
it didn't pan out.
This
been up here
didn't
very
go
briefly.
at all how I
threw you
predicted.
off.
Yeah.
I was wrong about all
Yeah,
counts.
you was sure I was going to be dead.
Yep.
And I was like, yep.
I was
fair
wrong
enough.
on all counts. Right before we started, I was like, Baradun's going to do this and this and this on his turn, and then Bodger's going to do
Yeah,
this,
he had
this,
a
and
good
this.
plan for you.
Clem's
Yeah, no.
going to do this and this, and then
I had a good plan for me, and then if I got
Yeah, nice.
So, Bob, you're up. You survived. Nobody even attacked you.
I've realised that.
Yeah, well, I
I'm not going
would've.
to tell you actually, because I might do it later.
Great. Okay. So I could sneak attack these fools, right? Because
They're in
kind of-
melee with each other. They are
range.
distracted. They have a hostile enemy within 5 feet
Now,
of each
do I
other.
try and whittle down Bodger, or do I just finish off Baradun?
This is exciting. This is already very exciting. I look forward to watching the next one next week with everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, definitely like and share. This one's getting very spicy. I didn't realize they were going to PvP one another. This is like my jam. I'm definitely into the PvP. Just ask anybody here. I love the PvP. So look, I'm already kind of getting spoiled because I feel like look at look at Adam and what he's doing to his face. Ben's laughing at him. Look at this. Look at Rowan. He is filled with glee already. I feel like I'm already being spoiled right now, for God's sake. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. Can't wait to see you all next week.